We ready to depart. We ready to get the hell up out of here. But you got an Israelite group that ain't. You see it in their actions. Back to 90s parties. You know, you having Passovers like you at a Grammys party.
Was it niggas shit back in the Source Awards?
Yeah, Source Awards parties. That's your Passover.
Hebrew Israelite Awards shows and shit.
Reality shows. Music video shoots. You know, getting interviewed by celebrities. Or getting interviewed like you're a celebrity. You ain't ready to depart, man. Your heart is with this place. You like the vainglory that it gives you.
Luke 17:31 read down. And that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff is in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife.
And not return back. Once you tasted the graciousness of this truth, man, you can't be missing, you know, yeah, I should have went to that Super Bowl party on Saturday. I should have went, you know, this chick wants to bust it wide open for me on, you know, I think she's dealing with the homeboy, but you know, it's all right. That ain't all right, man. You can't go back to those things that you didn't know. Those ways that you didn't know. And a lot of our people, conscience told them that a lot of the shit was fucked up and we shouldn't be doing it. You know? So once you got into this type of situation, you know, where you're starting to understand things in the world, you're starting to understand the do's and do nots, the basics of it, hey man, you gotta just keep going. Completely separate yourself. Now you're physically still here. You can't completely go on autopilot. But when it comes to worldly things, you gotta just avoid them, stay the hell away from those, and stay locked in the spirit. And you can even, and you get to a level where you start realizing, I know how to, like, just as an example, like being here in Vegas, we used to go walk on the strip. Now when we would walk, it was a fun thing because it wasn't about us being immersed into this world of sin that's going on out here. We didn't do half the shit these people did. We were doing it out here lawfully, having a drink and really having spiritual conversation with one another, and looking at the folly that these people. And then there was an exercise element of, you know, of actually walking up and down this strip. You know, so there's ways to do things you learn as time goes on. But till you get to that moment, you can't be attached to it if some shit is taken from you. That's the point, because this man's gonna take all them resources we read about. You know, and all the power, all the, I'm talking about energy power, all the resources, all the water, all these things, all your comfort, all that's going to be taken away, and you're going to be tempted to get them comforts back by taking this MARK into your body, man. Okay? So this is why it's important to turn to the Lord while they're in your youth, before you can say, I have no remember now, Ecclesiastes 12:1, right? It goes, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in it, I think is how it goes. Right, before the evil days come not, you know? The point of that is so you don't, before the evil comes, you already accustomed to not having this shit, man, not being a part of this stuff. You don't feel a type of way when your family excommunicates you or exile you out the family. You don't feel a type of way when these resources is taken from you, because you've been fasting. You don't know what it's like to miss a meal. That hunger pain, you start focusing on something else, praying or whatever else, and then that goes away. Okay? There's certain reasons why you have to prepare and practice in this thing. This is what this kind of is, but it's an edifying practice for you and for those that can hear your word also, the word of the Heavenly Father also, that you get that going, and that you practice that, so when the game time comes, it's repetitive. It's already, you know what it is. Yeah. You already know how to deal. And when the things are taken, it don't affect you. Because somebody grab Matthew 13 also. Start at 9. Yeah. Is that where it's at? Where is it later down?
Where's it at?
Where he said, and this man, because of the cares of this life and all of that.
Who has ears to hear, let him hear.
You can start there.
The sword.
Yeah, but you can start there.
If someone got it, bro? Or I've been reading, so I'll read it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Matthew 13 and verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them.
In the midst, why you saying all this stuff in the midst? They don't even really understand. Go ahead.
Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
And we're not talking these words unto you of the Bible for those that don't understand it. If you don't understand it, you're on the stream or whatever it was, just click off, man. It ain't for you. But if you get it and you're ready to move into action with it, this is what it's about. Okay? This is why you separating yourself from this world, not to be a hermit in the closet and just a keyboard warrior, but to really live your life here with a righteous mind state, correct? The new man is an internal man that now begins to control the external man, okay? And making decisions from the internal man, the spiritual man. Go ahead, bro.
But to them it is not given. I'll start at the top. Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whomsoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whomsoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
They don't get it. That's why it's foolishness unto them. These words are foolishness unto the unwise. Okay? Because they didn't have it. They weren't born with that to get it. They're not already sighing and crying because it's just weird, man. It's just not right. Something's not right. What is it? And finally they get to a point where the Heavenly Father shows you what's not right, and they be like, or they're like, ooh, this is it. And when it's that, ooh, this is it, it's given unto you to know the mysteries. Keep going.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and not perceive.
This is what this Isaiah breakdown is. Isaiah the 6th chapter, right? Yep. This is showing you why we're not out there teaching to everybody. I'm talking about to all our whole nation. This is for them that want this. It's not for we ain't trying to make nobody get it. We ain't asking nobody to come over and come learn this, man. Hey, let's go gather up some people
Hey, brother, you
and
an
pray. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. It's for you that want it. Okay? When you want it, we'll gladly give it to you. But if you don't want it, we're not going to waste our time. We're moving on. Right? You got it, bro.
For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their ears and hear with their ears and hear.
See with their ears?
It's like
See with their eyes?
should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them.
And that heart is talking about your mind. Okay, not the one in your chest that pumps blood through your body, but your mind. That's where your real heart is at. You know, it's the Hebrew word la. Talking about your mind. Okay, that's where you think from. That's where your heart is really at. The things you really desire in life, the love. When you're in love, it's not a feeling in your chest, man. It's something in your mind. When your heart broken, it's something in your mind. That's all. Keep going though. Hey, and a lot of y'all gonna be heartbroken when America's destroyed. Go ahead.
But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
Let me say this also. A lot of you, when we get down to the breakdown of the parable, a lot of the people are gonna be heartbroken away from the world. They're gonna try to go get this old demonic ass world and life back. Even though you're gonna come into the truth and realize what you gotta give up, they're gonna be heartbroken and go back into the world. Okay, and the world is gonna betray them, man. Okay, gonna come back and you're gonna have, like the scriptures say, when he leaveth, he findeth garnished and swept, and he brings 7 more demons. It's gonna be worse for you. Okay, once you done came into this thing, you got it, bro.
For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower.
Yep.
When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, when then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart.
That's right when you get the promotion. That's right when certain things are taken from you. Depending on whatever the real temptation for you is, right when you're about to something in the world ain't right, man. I got to make a change in my life. And then when it's a change to this righteousness, that's right when the devil gonna come and bring in something that's gonna tempt you away from this thing. Your family, your loved ones, money. There's always gonna be something, a promotion at work.
Some little skank.
Man, women and money is like the level one of this shit, man. Some people get their health taken away, all kinds of shit. Okay? Or you get upgraded, and then now your time is taken away. Okay, but there will always be a sifter to come,
Yeah, but you
a
know
tempter
what?
to come.
That goes into what she's getting ready to read. That
Yep.
goes into the stony,
Yep.
it's like the thorns.
Yep.
You know, they choke the word and become unfruitful. But when it talks about here come the devil to take away which is sown in his heart, that's the dynamic of individuals who's trying to get it, but they got the itching ears and they're hearing all these other false guys and whoever, and they get swayed and led to the wrong path.
Yep. Going into a doctrine, you know, I was going to say a camp, but a camp that has a doctrine that Cornelius is an Edomite, or that has
the nations can be saved, they can make it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear that from Pastor Dowell and be like, okay, he's a man of the Lord.
Yep.
And now the true understanding is basically the seed couldn't really be
take ground.
It couldn't take ground. It couldn't sprout. You when it doesn't when it's just on the ground and not in the ground,
the wind
can blow it any direction.
Uproot it. Yep.
You know.
This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into the stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Yep, he at a point where, man, I'm tired of being broke, man. How come I can't, like Pierre said, I can't be woke and broke? Well, no, you are. That's exactly the recipe the Heavenly Father set up. You're supposed to be woke and broke. Because how else are you going to prove your obedience to Him if you're putting in time for your worldly money instead of time for your heavenly treasures? Okay? Where moth and rust do not corrupt. All right?
And that's still describing what you're getting ready to go into.
Yep.
When it talks about tribulation or temptation, that's pretty much like when the heat comes upon brothers or whatever, you start getting persecuted in the public eye, and Esau come down upon us, or our family start talking shit. Some people can't deal with that pressure. So they'll be like, nah, I can't be a part of this. This is too much. You know, they start to be convinced that this is wrong. You're a part of a cult, or whatever the case may be. This wasn't for you, man.
Y'all racist.
Yeah. One dude had the nerve to say it. He was in this for a minute too. But one dude had the nerve to say, I got tired of being angry.
Yeah, I knew what you were talking about, right?
Like, why do we have to be angry? Like, I love people. Like he was going there with it. I got co-workers that are homosexuals and this and that.
I was at a party with
party. Yeah, that guy. He couldn't deal with the heat.
You said this is too much, man.
Oh, that dude in L.A. LEL.
Yeah. But that's the phrase. Oh, this is too much. I can't do this. That's what you'll start hearing them say shit like, oh, I can't do that. It's too much. It ain't too much, man. You know the extreme levels that this devil's going to against you? You got to bring the same extreme measure to him. Not to him, but, to fight him off. To hold him off. The Heavenly Father's going to fight for you through Yahweh Shai in the spirit. Okay, but